Rachel McLaughlin, and we've got a pair of blockbuster NFL playoff games to break down for you today. We'll tell you how to bet the Rams, the Bucks, Bills versus Chiefs, plus a huge day of college hoops here in the Hoosier State. You know we all love that. But what we don't love is Hammer. This is All Indiana Bets. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, there he is.
This show is not even a minute old, and I'm already taking heat. Listen, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to give you all the advice we know. We're not going to make you sign up for some ridiculous website. No. We're not going to make you call some 1-800 number. We're going to give you all of our information. We're going to give you picks, and we're going to make some money today on All Indiana Bets.
Hey, I'm Scott Long, and I just got off one of those 1-900 numbers from the early to late 1990s. Here I am.
That's Rachel's side gig.
Oh, my gosh, totally. Promoting, I thought I recognized the voice. Promoting what we do best, and that is winners. Let's just not waste any more time right here, right now.
This is All Indiana Bets, presented for the people, powered by Caesars Sportsbook and Lunazul Tequila. Feed the wolf.
Welcome, everyone, to All Indiana Bets. Thanks, as always, for making us a part of your NFL Sunday. Guys, there's 2 tickets to the championship that we have already been given out. I'm really excited, and there's 2 more to go today. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, but before we get to today's games, let's take a look at the updated NFL title odds. With the Packers now eliminated, I know my father-in-law is like crying inside. He's a huge Packers fan. Sorry, Kurt, sucks to suck. The Chiefs are the new favorite to win it all at plus 350. Scott, if you had to put money down on one of these teams right now, I'm interested to know who it would be.
My father-in-law grew up in Green Bay.
So did mine.
So, oh my gosh, it was not a good night for that part of our family.
Tears, yes, tears.
Speaking of that, though, I would take the 49ers. The odds are good, and guess what? They're playing one less game than the Bucks and the Rams. So I look at those odds, and I also know if the Rams get through, the 49ers own the Rams. I would take the 49ers.
What about you, Hammer, in the big game?
I'm looking at the Rams. Now, the Rams, they've got a pretty daunting task ahead of them today. You've got to go on the road and beat Tom Brady in a playoff game. But I like the Rams. The Rams are getting everybody healthy at the same time. You're getting a rejuvenated Odell Beckham Jr. If the Rams can get past today, I think they have a chance to win the whole thing. Honestly, I kind of like whoever wins this game today to get back to the big game because, you know, it's ridiculous. We can't call it what it really is.
Yeah.
So the Rams, I think, have got good value. The only team I would cross off that list, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I love you. I love Joe Burrow. Man, you know how I love Joe Burrow, but I don't think that they're going to go on the road and beat either Buffalo or Kansas City. So hitching my wagon to the Rams here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. All of them have a very good chance. The first of today's 2
Rachel, wait a minute.
games.
What is going on behind us? Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah, we
This
didn't
is
even
like
talk about how
right?
sweet our
This
new background is.
Wow, this is like cool.
La la la.
Look
I
at
will
this.
Anna it. There's a whole wall of TVs. Everybody loves whole walls of TVs. We have them in the sports book at the casino, and let me tell you, everybody loves
mesmerizing.
it. It is.
It is.
Mesmerizing.
Suck on that, ESPN.
Yeah.
Right.
Ha-ha. Divisional games today feature the LA Rams and the Tampa Bay Bucks, and they're defending the big, can I say that?
The big championship.
The big championship game. Oh gosh, taboo. If you give me something not to say, I'm like, it's in my head. I'm going to say it.
I
You know
know
how
you.
it is? Yep, point home. They're the favorite. Hammer, who do you like here?
Well, listen, as much as it goes against everything that you've learned as a football fan, I'm going against Tom Brady at home today. Buccaneers are banged up. Now, they got a lot of guys that are going to try to give it a go today, but this Rams team, you get your running back back. You've got Kupp playing at an MVP level. You've got Odell Beckham getting in the mix. And I think Matthew Stafford finally getting that monkey off his back and winning a playoff game last week. I think this is going to be good here. The Rams already beat the Bucs earlier this year, albeit at home. This is a little different. I'm getting points here. I think I've got the hotter quarterback. Brady's a little banged up. He's going to give it a go, but he's a little banged up. Give me the Rams. Healthier, hungrier, I'll take the points.
All right, what about you, Scott? You have a pick here too.
Yeah, I do, and I can't give a pick on the actual game and on the side. There's too many problems here in regards
I love your
to
personal rules.
I have personal rules. Here's the personal rule. The Colts believe the most important position on the field is the guard and the center.
Right.
But there was a book called The Blind Side, and it was all about left tackles. And the best left tackle in the NFL is a guy named Tristan Wirfs. And Tristan Wirfs has been dominant. The Colts could have drafted him. He was the 4th tackle taken in 2 years ago. They decided to go a different direction. Here's what I would share with you. He's hurt. I don't even know how well he can play. He could barely stand by the end of that Eagles game. So I understand what Hammer's saying, but it's Tom Brady in the playoffs.
I know.
I can't touch that. I do think both defenses are going to play well. As long as the big monkey doesn't keep stealing the ball from Matt Stafford and giving it to the other team, which often has happened in big games, I'll take the under in this one, 48.
All right, I'm with you. 2 picks down, still plenty more to come. If you want to get a head start on some of these plays, all you have to do is go to the website, and all of Hammer and Scott's picks are already posted. That's QR code right there.
And we've been rolling.
Yes,
We have been
exactly.
rolling on this show.
Exactly.
Free picks.
The guys are crushing it. So we'll give you some of those stats when we're coming up. But be sure to scan that QR code and get the picks. They'll come right up on your phone. Time for our first break, and when we come back, we'll turn our attention to the AFC. What's the right side in the Bills versus Chiefs? We'll get into that, plus a full slate of college basketball games that we all love because we're Hoosiers. Purdue, IU, Butler, all in action today. We've got picks for all 3 coming up in Feeling It or Fading It. Stick around.
All Indiana Bets is presented by Lunazul Tequila. Feed the wolf.
Oh, tequila. Welcome back, everyone.
If I had $1 for every time I've said that, I'd be a wealthy man.
Or every time I said it, we'd both be wealthy. All eyes will be on Kansas City tonight when the Chiefs host the Buffalo Bills with a spot in the AFC Championship game on the line. This is a rematch of last year's AFC title game. Kansas City and my boy Pat Mahomes, just a point home favorite. Scott, how do you see this one?
Do you ever cut up some limes and some salt, take a bite?
You're
and
so
like
mean
this,
to me.
And then just go.
I do nothing but love
da,
you.
da, da, da,
I do nothing but love you.
You know,
And the tequila comes out of the freezer, and it's cold, and it just hits different.
Oh, listen, last night somebody asked me if we really were drinking, like make a drink at the thing, and I was like, yes, they really do. And they said, my family said, well, I could tell by how upset you are that they really are drinking.
Exactly.
I was like, I'm here to confirm. I'm here to confirm.
Okay, so you asked me a question before, and it was about your boy, Pat Mahomes.
That's right.
And that is the real truth to this game. And that is, Aaron Rodgers he's the best regular season quarterback in the NFL. But if you take the whole year, you look at the last 2 or 3 seasons, Patrick Mahomes is the guy. He is the GOAT. He is the beast. You cannot handle him. I understand Josh Allen played wonderfully against the Patriots. That was a big game for the Bills. Now they go into Kansas City. It will be just a fire pit of anger, raw emotion. The Bills have never faced this. I know they lost to them last year. Again, they will lose. Chiefs are the better team in this spot.
All right, Hammer, are you going against us and Pat Boy, or what's your thoughts?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yes, we're
Patrick
united.
Mahomes is the better quarterback in this matchup here. And you keep hearing about this Bills defense and how good the Bills defense is. But when you look at some of the quarterbacks they've had to play against this year, you went against Zach Wilson twice, Mac Jones twice. Mac's okay, but it's certainly not going against Justin Herbert twice or David Carr twice. Listen, I think Kansas City is a better squad here. At home, prime time. 1.5 is not that big of a number. Had this been up to 3 or 4, I think you've got a conversation. But 1.5, I like Kansas City. It's tough to go into Arrowhead and get a dub.
We've got some more picks here later about that game, but we'll talk about that a little later. We're going to switch to college hoops now, since one of them has already started.
Whoa! We can do some live betting on this show? Let's go.
Local teams today are playing. I know there's going to be a lot of controversy in families, so let's break them down. This is a little segment we like to call Feeling It or Fading It, ladies and gentlemen. You know how this goes. I'll ask the guys if they're feeling it or they're going to fade a play. If they are, well, we'll hear why. First up, and maybe Scott will get angry. Coming off their huge win over Purdue on Tuesday, Indiana will welcome Michigan to Assembly Hall this afternoon. Hoosiers are 4-point favorite against the Wolverines. Scott, how you feeling? How you fading? Tell us.
Man, that was a rough loss for the Boilers, and I would not want to face them. I don't care if you're a Wildcat or a Cougar or whatever you are. The Boilers are going to come out. Oh, this IU?
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
We're doing IU.
I saw Boilers. I got so excited. IU.
They're playing, though.
They're flat after that last game. I think they might still win. I like Michigan. All of a sudden, Dickinson is starting to play well. He crushed Maryland last game. I would take IU, but not the points. I think they win close.
Okay, are we doing Purdue now?
Do I not get to pick in the IU game?
You get a pick. And then
Why am I the only one that knows what's going on around here
Because
today?
we really honestly are just focusing on giving you crap. So why
I'm
don't you
gonna,
just
I
go
would
ahead,
say
give us
bet
your thoughts.
Butler. Bet Butler.
Yeah, bet Butler. It already started.
Butler's underway, and it's tied up right now. Here's my advice. Live bet this game and hammer Providence. Go with Providence, live bet it. You're probably not going to have to get that big point spread it was earlier. Bet the mortgage. Let's go. That's my advice on that one.
Got to do what you got to do. All right, guys. Meanwhile, are we going to talk about them now? We've said it. We've
Just
teased it.
feel
We're
and
going
faded,
to
okay?
Purdue.
So we feel and we fade.
By the way, I got Michigan since I never got a chance to make that pick.
Okay, you
for this
feel that
Mickey
one.
Mouse operation that we got going on today.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're not even drinking.
I know. That's the sad part. I'm not even drunk. Meanwhile, the Boilers are looking to bounce back against Northwestern at Mackey Arena today. Purdue is favored by 13 against the Wildcats. Hey, are you feeling or fade the Boilermakers?
Let Scott go first because he clearly wants to talk
Has an
about the Purdue
opinion.
Boilermakers. So let the representative from Iowa take the floor.
I just feel like people want to hear more of me, less of you. We're all feeling Scott. We're fading Hammer, but I'll give you your little chance. I said Boilers. What are you doing?
I'm with you. Now, in the dating world, after you get out of a nasty breakup, let's say you've been
Hey,
dumped,
you're the last
wanna hear
person that
this.
needs to give us dating advice, but go ahead.
you're looking for a bounce back.
Okay.
And today, Northwestern is playing the role of the rebound skate.
Are they a slump buster?
Oh,
Northwestern is the slump buster.
Yep,
Purdue's coming out of a nasty situation. They can't wait to get back out there, show everybody they still got it.
You're making
Just
a
like in
point.
the dating world, Northwestern is playing that role. I got the Boilers to cover.
Northwestern
I'm shocked, but
They're
you-
the farmers only.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are.
Yes,
oh
they
my
are.
gosh, they are prime beef. So go ahead.
All right, Hammer, remind everybody about Butler.
So Butler's playing right now. They've already
Right.
tipped off. And here's a little inside information you can only get on all Indiana bets.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Butler's not any good.
Oh.
Butler stinks. And listen, I know Providence isn't as good as they were a year ago, but this game's underway. You can live bet games. You don't have to make your bets beforehand. Sometimes you can let things play out a little bit. So go to your app, find the game, and it's almost like you're playing the stock market.
I
Buy
like
high,
it.
sell low, do all that kind of stuff. Pick your spot, live bet it.
Put your
I
glasses on.
put my glasses on because one of my picks was Butler plus 12.5. Currently, they are up by 3 early on. So I've already made money as far as I'm concerned. But you can do what Hammer's saying. That's fine, you know. Probably Butler will lose by 8, and you'll cover the points with Providence.
There you go. I love it. I love the game plan that we just put together, guys. Time for another break. Stick around, though.
It is time for
There
another
are more.
I'm going to the bar
Let's get our
now.
stuff
I've had
together.
enough of you guys.
College break. I swear to God, we've got Scott's long shot. Hammer's Degenerate Special, and they are so
how the show
hot.
should look anyway.
Coming up next on All Indiana Bets.
The Long Shot, presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook.
I feel very, very special that I'm the sponsor for the most popular and
Rachel,
best
tell them
bet.
where you work, Rachel.
I work at Horseshoe Indianapolis.
It's a new name.
I am a Caesars employee. All hail Caesar.
It's in Indyville, which used to be called Shelbyville.
Right.
So, anyways,
It's a little
we're
bit of
so
Shelbyville,
happy.
it's a little bit of Indy. It's a little
Yes.
country, it's a little rock and roll.
Just like me. This is the long shot, which is excellent. I can't even tell you. We're so excited to go
That's
on
an
the tape, but
unbelievable
just
number.
An unbelievable number. Just so everyone knows, Scott is now 12-1, straight up.
Yeah,
in
against
his last 13
outright.
picks.
Outright.
In the long shot department. Not his best bet. These aren't favorites. These are long shots.
Yeah.
This long shot, however, is about college basketball.
Yeah.
Scott, tell us your long shot.
It angers me. You want anger? Here's my anger.
Everybody gets angry.
Turned in my picks and then realized, oh, the 49ers play on Saturday. I told Peter, the producer, that I wanted the 49ers as my long shot, so I don't get credit for it. I'm like, I don't like the I don't like the dog on either one of the games today. Dogs covered both yesterday. I'm taking Marquette here, okay? This is a situation where Marquette's covered 5 straight. It seems like Shaka Smart has kind of figured things out. Xavier came out on fire at the start of the year, but they've slowed down too. It's in Marquette, in Milwaukee. Take the Warriors. +2, I guess. I love that pick. And hang out with they're the Golden Eagles now. What is that about? That makes me truly angry.
Yay.
Who can't be a warrior? What's wrong with being a warrior?
So many names
I am a
changing.
warrior during the long shot. I've been hanging out with Bezos. You know who came with us this week on our goal stream? Elon Musk. He bets on these long shots.
That's how SpaceX has been funded lately. Winnings from the long shot.
shots, yes.
Elon Musk. We always got to throw that in, and Jeff Bezos. Time now for the Degenerate Special. These are games only degenerate gamblers like. We know Jason's a degenerate by nature. He's putting the money on. Hammer.
Look at
You're
that.
picking 7-3 and picking college basketball on all Indiana best this season. That's
Yeah,
an
and the
amazing
degenerates
number.
are what?
So we're 5-0 the last
Okay.
5 weeks of the Degenerate Special.
That's an overall, right? For
Correct.
Just college
And
basketball.
10-4 at the last 14 weeks with the degenerate.
Very nice.
So if you do the math here, if you've bet nothing but the Degenerate Special and the long shot for the entire month, you'd be undefeated. Undefeated. It's just the way we get down here on All Indiana Bets. And I turn our attention today to Marist.
No.
Fairfield at Marist. The Fighting Rick Smiths of Marist. Fairfield comes in losers of 5 in a row. Marist 500. They're at home. 3 is not a big number for as bad as Fairfield is. And speaking of Rick Smiths and Marist, this is one of my favorite things of all time. Rick Smith still gets a royalty check from the movie Coming to America
Get out.
because he has the dunk that you see in the movie where Eddie Murphy jumps up and yells, "Into face!"
I love these random
That was
things.
Rick Smith.
I learn something new every day.
The Fighting Rick Smiths of Marist -3. That's your Degenerate
The
Special.
last 2 weeks I have bet the degenerate and made money, so I'm getting Hammer a present.
Oh
Show
my
everybody.
gosh.
I
Oh
got
my
you a
goodness.
It's
present.
even racked in a Kroger bag.
Oh,
A Turd Ferguson
this is so amazing.
t-shirt,
Wow.
the greatest Norm McDonald.
I love this. I
That is
love
my
this
friend.
so much.
Oh my God.
This is so good.
Oh, all right.
It's a funny name, Dirt Ferguson.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's what we do here.
Wow, thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
beautiful.
Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend. That's what I'm talking
With
about
my
right
ice
there.
water. Congratulations for your shirt. Before we get to a break, Hammer, go
It's
ahead
a
and give
bigger
us
hat than you normally would wear.
the world famous ballin' on a budget parlay. This is where you take a little bit of money, turn it into a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us what your pick is. Ballin' on a budget parlay.
All right, so you got $5 to play with. It's been a rough weekend. You can turn $5 into over 60 with this. I like the over in the Rams and Bucs game today. I think if the Rams are going to win, which I think they're going to, you're going to have to get some offense. You know Tom Brady's going to put some numbers up. We're going to ride the Lightning. Buffalo, Kansas City, we're going under 54. I don't think Buffalo's defense is as good as advertised, but they're still pretty good. We're going under. I think that's a close game as well. Under in the Purdue Northwestern game. I've got all the faith in the world in Purdue. I don't think you're getting any help from Northwestern. And the Bulls, we'll do a little NBA here. -3.5 at Orlando. I know Caruso's gone from that cheap shot that he got from Grayson Allen, but the Magic stink. and the Bulls are the better squad. Lay the 3.5, make that bet. All together, you all got to win. $5, turn it into 60. Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite. We are just getting started here on All Indiana Bets. More college basketball picks and more NFL picks. Still to come, the guys will give you their Larceny Lock.
I love this shirt
AKA
so much.
Their best bets next.
Look at that.
All Indiana Bets, presented for the people, powered by Caesars Sportsbook. The Larceny Lock is brought to you by Larceny Bourbon. Steal a taste.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you see me sitting sideways, it's because my pregnancy load fits better.
Oh, stop it.
If I'm sitting sideways. So this is me pulling a MVP and coming in even though I'm 9 months pregnant, about to pop in 2 weeks, just because I love Hammer and Scott.
I thought you were just putting the vibe out to me, Rachel.
Putting the vibe out. Ew. Every week we give you our best bets, which are called the Larceny Locks. These are our best plays of the days, brought to you by Larceny Bourbon. More booze. All right, Hammer, tell us what your lock is.
First of all, my lock is this Lunazol tequila that we've got
with the
right here.
pineapple.
With the pineapple juice right here. It's kind of like a breakfast drink for raging alcoholics like myself. No, this is so good. I
Have it
love
with
it.
your McGriddle. It's awesome.
The Bills and the
Classy.
Chiefs over under 54. We're going under. Very rarely in these types of games do you see shootouts, divisional game shootouts, especially with teams that know each other really well. The Bills have been thinking about this for a long time. We've all seen that iconic image of them staring at the celebration of the Chiefs 1 year ago. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting, physical game, surprisingly, between these two teams. We're going to go under 54. That's my play.
I just saw while you were off camera that you tried on the glasses, so I feel like this next pick is going to be pretty serious. So tell us what it is.
Well, I really wanted to get the details of Hammer, and I agree with what Hammer's saying. I'm a little less brave on this. I think under 27, that's half of 54. That's real
Ooh, math.
simple.
Look at us doing math around here.
Very simple. I just see both teams having some trepidation at the beginning of the game. I think the Bills are very nervous about blowing the game. And I think when I've watched a lot of the Chiefs playoff games, take last year when they were down big to the Titans, and then they came back in the second half, I think Mahomes is a second half quarterback. I lean the under 27. That's a lot of points. That means you got to get 4 touchdowns. The Chiefs are not quite the same team as last year. They have longer drives. They have a better defense. Take the under. Both ways I think are good. I'm going to go first half under 27.
All right, you guys, it's time now for what is written in my contract. After I set too long and have to put up with Hammer, I do get to relax on the brand new couch. So it is time now for that. We're going to take
Pregnant lady needs a nap halfway through the show.
Scott, they're going to head over to the bar, a little segment we like to call Pup, Lock, or Drop It. Coming off yet another winning week, Hammer's got some more prop picks for you, ladies and gentlemen, next on All Indiana Bets.
Welcome back!
Look at this.
This thing, I've said it before, thought it was the dumbest idea ever. It's one of your prop, lock, or drop it. I don't even know the song. And now I'm enchanted by the prop. 2-1 again last week. I feel like you just lose so you seem human. Because you are 18-8 over this segment for the past 10 weeks. You're like on fire. A lot of people gave up on you early in the year.
Yes,
I didn't.
My wife did. My children did.
Yes, exactly.
But we're still here. We're making money. And
Yeah,
the money
big time.
you can make on these little prop bets, it's the same as if you're betting the totals, if you're betting the winners and losers. So let's get after it. These are some prop bets you can make today in the divisional playoff round.
So first up, we got the Rams taking on the Bucs. Of course, Matthew Stafford, Rams quarterback. There's an over-under for touchdowns, and that's set at 1.5. Lock or drop?
I am going to lock this one in. We're going to go over 1.5 for Matthew Stafford here. I think the Rams got a real good shot to win today. And look at the receiving core of the Rams lately. You've got Kupp, you've got a revitalized Odell Beckham Jr., but the best thing that can happen to Matthew Stafford is the running game. They got their running back. Akers is back, and they're able to run the ball, which keeps the defense honest. Matthew Stafford's going to air it out a little bit. He might throw a couple picks, but he's also going to throw a couple touchdowns. We're going to go over.
Okay, so the Chiefs, of course, are hosting the Bills. KC quarterback Pat Mahomes, 2.5 passing TDs. That's a lot. That's the total. Are you locking or are you dropping?
I am dropping that one down low. We're going under.
Yeah.
3 passing touchdowns in this type of game is a lot. And listen, I dig Pat Mahomes. He's a stud, and at home, they are ridiculously good. But asking 3 touchdowns in what should be a physical, nasty football game, divisional playoff, kind of cold weather at night under the lights. Bills defense is pretty good. We're going under on that one, dropping it down low.
I agree with you there, T. Ferguson. Now let's go to the last one. That is Bills quarterback Josh Allen, over/under for rushing attempts, 7.5. What other quarterback would get that besides Lamar Jackson? Lock or drop?
So if you look at the numbers, the last 5 games, you've not seen Josh Allen take that many rushing attempts. But you also see him have a tremendous amount of yards. This is a game where you throw everything out the window. The Bills are going to give you everything they got to win this game. I think if it's short yardage, guess who's getting the carry? It's going to be Josh Allen. If it's 4th down and they have to go for it, guess who's getting the carry? Josh Allen. The pocket breaks down. I want the big, tall, strong quarterback to run the ball. Over 7.5 carries for Josh Allen today.
During the break, I'm going to bet that one. I love that pick.
Let's make some money today. Now, speaking of making money, our wise guy, Ryan Kramer, he does this for a living. This is how he feeds his family. That's how he affords that semi-authentic Lawrence Taylor jersey in the background.
Taiwan.
He will join us next and give us a pick for one of these divisional matchups. Do not go anywhere. We got more money to make. This is All Indiana Bets.
Hey, welcome back. Peter Hood here, along with the wise guy, Ryan Kramer from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network out in Los Angeles. All right, Ryan, good news, bad news regarding last week's bet. Bad news, you took the Cowboys. They didn't cover. They didn't win. But the good news is you're a Giants fan, so now you get to laugh at all your Cowboy fan friends who are mourning the loss of their team's season. So you got that going for you. We got 2 more games here on Sunday to choose from. Who you going with this week?
And you'll notice I've lost the beard this week. And what was I doing? I was behind enemy lines, a little espionage, managed to mush the Cowboys. So as you said, all is right with the universe. This week, I'm going to the Big Bad Wolf in South Florida in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is Tom Brady in the divisional round of the postseason when he is 13-2 all-time straight up. The number is less than 3. So I am going to fade the public, who is shockingly on the Los Angeles Rams. And I'm going to take the defending champion, Tom Brady-led Buccaneers. And by the way, it looks like the offensive line is trending towards being healthier than not. So I'm feeling good about it. I think Tom Brady rolls. Give me the Bucs.
Hey, man, he's got the fresh haircut, the freshly trimmed beard, looking good, giving you winners as always. Ryan, appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Go Bucs.
What are you shaking your head about?
The wise guy's going to be wrong today. The wise guy's going down.
Don't we like when we're not with the wise guy?
Yeah, that's kind of worked out best.
Worked out best in the past.
Yeah, you make a good point.
All right, guys, let's go with final picks. Hammer, what you got?
All right, Rams, Buccaneers. Let's stay on this game right here. I like the over in this one, over 48. I have this in the ballin' on a budget today as well. Again, I think if the Rams are going to compete, you're going to have to score. You know Tom Brady's going to find a way to get it in the end zone. 48 doesn't feel like it's that big of a number. We got 54 in the Chiefs and Bills game, but only 48 for a couple guys that love to throw the football here. Give me the over in this one all day, over 48.
He says Jaguar, and I bet he says Illinois. But what do you say, Scott?
Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Good job.
Come on now. And by the
talking about
way,
you.
I'm talking Evansville here. I like Evansville. I like the people of Evansville, great people.
Good spot.
You know, I've spent time there. I've done stand-up comedy there, scottcomedy.com.
Oh, nice plug.
For your next event. And what I don't believe in, though, are the aces. They are the opposite of the aces. They are pocket twos. That's what they are. They're deuces, if you know what I'm trying to say. Earlier this week, the Valley plays this really weird schedule where they play each other back to back. They play a home game and an away game. Evansville played in Bloomington, Illinois, lost by 38 to Illinois State. Now it's 4.5.
Ooh.
What's going on here? Evansville is so bad, I would make them an underdog versus IUPUI.
No.
What is going on with we are so good at basketball, but boy, those schools, I don't know. Take the Redbirds as long as, I don't know, maybe they're the Warriors now.
All right, let's go to the big pick so we can get to the really important part later. It's time for the big pick, and I'm going to take Purdue at -13 versus Northwestern. You know, Mackey is going to be rocking it, and we know how good the Boilermakers play in front of their home fans. And coming off a loss, I like Purdue to roll over the Northwestern. Give me Purdue, and I'll lay the 13, boys. And now we're going to take a little quick break. When we come back, Hammer needs a preacher in his life. So when we come back, our friends over at Lock Millers are going to teach him and how to make a proper pineapple preacher.
They're
on
here.
The rocks. And that is next. More
Sunday.
booze to tease the sober pregnant lady with. Coming up next.
This is real good.
On the Rocks is brought to you by Elijah Craig Small Batch Bourbon.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to On the Rocks. Today we come to you from beautiful downtown Indianapolis and Lock Miller's Pub. Today we're here with the owner, Danny Scotton, and our global whiskey ambassador, Mr. Bernie Lovers. Gentlemen, how are you today?
Doing just great.
Doing great.
Always great to be back here in Indianapolis. Good to be here. Iconic place downtown.
Absolutely, absolutely. Today I'm excited about this. Kind of like going to service today, huh? We're going to try a little pineapple preacher. Tell us about that, Danny.
The pineapple preacher got Elijah Craig bourbon in it. We're going to do an ounce and a quarter of that.
He was a Baptist preacher, so that's where the preacher part comes from.
We're going to go gently with this. This is habanero simple syrup. So we're just going to give just about a teaspoon there.
Gentle.
Very, very gentle. That's going to warm you up, especially on those tailgating mornings. Then we're going to go about 3.5 ounces of pineapple juice. We're going to give that a good shake.
Good. Elijah Craig, one of the best small batch bourbons out there. Got that rye, going to give you that nice hug around your heart, a nice little warmth.
Strain over ice. And lastly, we will top it with just a splash of ginger beer.
A little more spice with that habanero, with that ginger beer. Nice.
It's nice and frothy. And here you have the pineapple preacher. Right?
Cheers. Outstanding. Like going to service on Sundays. We'll see you on the Rocks next time. Cheers.
That looks amazing. I've actually drank all mine. As they say in the movie Major League, Joe Boo needs a refill here. All right, let's get to our picks here. Scott and I are going to make you so much money.
We have been.
We have been.
These aren't just like platitudes. These are truthful statements that we make. Let's hear it. Let's see it, what you got today.
Let's go to the big board here. I like the Rams today, getting the points. Rams are healthy. Rams are hungry. And let's be honest, sooner or later, Tom Brady's going to lose a playoff game as a Buccaneer quarterback. He's not going to run the table. Today is the day that happens, and the Rams are getting points. Also, on the big board here, same game, over 48. Stafford, Brady, Odell, Mike Evans. Look at the offensive talent that's on that field. I like the over in this one. Chiefs, -1.5. Arrowhead is a tough place to play. -1.5. This isn't 4, this isn't 6. This is basically almost a money line pick, and the Chiefs at home, it's almost against the law to bet on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. So we're gonna lay the 1.5 here. Same game, under 54. I'm shocked that's such a high number. Buffalo's defense is pretty good. I don't know if they're as good as advertised, but they're pretty good. These teams know each other. This feels like kind of a slugfest. Under 54 is the play for me, and your Degenerate Special, Marist. -3 against Fairfield. Rick Smits and Marist party on campus tonight. Scott Long.
Wasn't I think she was Frazier's wife.
Marist.
Under. That's what I'm telling you right now. I don't agree with the over on that. So that's kind of our battle pick here. Let's go on to the next one. I'm not going to get too detailed. The answer is, this is what the odds makers are telling you is, the Chiefs, Arrowhead's like a 3 or 4 point favorite for being at Kansas City. So they're saying Buffalo's a 2.5 point better team than the Chiefs when you take home field out. I don't believe that. Take the Chiefs there. Under 27, I agree with all the reasoning there. This is going to be a bit of a slugfest. It's not the same teams even from last year. Better defenses, not as good of offenses. Let's move on to this one. Marquette +2 at home. They finally kind of found their rhythm. Shaka Smart's got this team playing well. Take them over Xavier. And finally, this was a last-minute have-to-choose pick. It's really a fade, a big, fat fade of Evansville. They got to do some changing there. I don't know what they need to do. It's been a train wreck for about 3 years. Let's do something, Evansville. I love your town. You need to have a better team.
All right, so we've given you point spread picks.
Right.
We've given you over-unders. We've
What's
given you
missing?
prop bets. We need a teaser. We need a teaser.
Oh,
Peter,
ladies.
don't tease me, bro. What do you got for me?
That is the face of a teaser right there.
Hey, first of all, Scott, what do I need to do to get a T-shirt? I'm a little offended. You brought T-shirts, but not for me.
I went over to the children's place.
How about this? If I win this teaser this week, you buy me a T. I'm a youth small. I prefer the Gap. If you can get it from there.
Gap kids.
Yeah, baby Gap.
I got some stuff.
Like Hammer said, listen. We saw yesterday. The margins are so thin in the NFL right now that the parity is unlike ever before. In a teaser where you're able to tease it up to 6-7 points, I'm getting the Bills +7.5 here and the Rams +8.5. I just feel like both of these games are field goal kind of games. These teams are evenly matched. In the case of the Bucs, they're taking on a Rams team that's got Von Miller coming off the edge against a banged up O-line, Aaron Donald getting pressure up the middle. I don't know if the Rams win, but I think they at least keep it close. And then we saw what the Bills did to the Chiefs earlier this year. I don't think that was as much of a fluke as people maybe have made it out to be. Obviously, the Chiefs are better now than they were then. But I still think Buffalo might be the best team playing in the NFL right now. I'll gladly take them up to 7.5. That's a 2-team, 6-point teaser as opposed to the usual 7, -125 odds. So still pretty good value.
Now, by the way, if you're into college basketball, my man Peter here every day puts out some plays for you.
Yeah.
You've been doing pretty good, right? Putting your picks out there?
Yeah, I was 22-11 on the week going into Friday. Last 2 days haven't been great.
How do
But
we
overall,
find those,
we're ahead.
Peter?
We're ahead for the year. We're ahead for the
Where
year.
do we go to find you?
At Peter Hood on Twitter.
there you go.
P-E-T-A-R.
P-E-T-A, Patar, basically.
Call me whatever you want. I've been called worse.
By us, actually.
Yeah.
All right, take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll put a bow on this with America's fastest growing sensation, Stop It, with Scott Long, right here on All Indiana Bets.
Now this is my new favorite segment because it's all about me and it's my anger. And I feel a lot of anger. I do, you know. I'm a happy guy at home, pretty good dad, not a great dad. What I will tell you is a pretty average husband. But as a bettor, I'm really good. And the anger I feel towards what I listen to sports radio. Oh my gosh, I hear it nationally. Oh, man, next year we're going to get Russell Wilson or we're going to get Aaron Rodgers. It's like, do you know what it's going to take to get those guys? It's nearly impossible. Well, we need to get rid of our quarterback. Okay, first off, Russell Wilson is not going to go to Houston. He's not going to go, definitely, to Indianapolis. He's not going to go to a lot of teams because his wife wants to go to New York City or Los Angeles. His wife is a pop star. But Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come. His wife is an actress. He doesn't want to come to Indy either. I am sorry. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop
Look,
it.
I would like these guys, but what are we going to give up to get those guys? Are we going to give up Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard? Because that's what it takes. Stop it. And definitely stop it when it comes to Darius Leonard. Okay, so what can we do? Do those quarterbacks really want that? No, they don't, because we don't have good wide receivers. Stop it, stop it. Let's go to T. Ferguson right here.
All right, guys. Thank you
You should
so
listen to more
much.
news talk radio like the Hammer and Nigel show so
what
you won't
time is
get
that
so
on?
angry.
Oh my gosh,
Monday
we've all
through
plugged
Friday,
ourselves. I
3
love
to
it.
7 on WIBC.
Bye, guys. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. For
See you
Scott,
next Sunday.
myself, and Turd Ferguson. Bye,
There he is.
guys.
Good luck, everybody. It's a funny hat.